Yeah, good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon,
And
sir.
in fact, we are waiting for others to join. In fact, we have one examiner is already online.
Yes, sir.
And both the slots are ready with us. Slot 1 from Raja sir's room is ready. And then we also have slot 2 from Joshna ma'am.
Yes, sir, we
Room
are
is ready. Could you cross-check with your voices?
Yes, sir. Am I audible to you clearly?
Yes, yes. You are audible.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
am I audible, sir?
Yeah, pretty much, ma, pretty much. So Raja sir, do you have any problem?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And we also have Pranav ma'am online, and Anna Rao sir just now has joined. We'll be watching. We'll be waiting for others to join. Before going so deep into the examination and its other interesting work schedule, I would love to invite Anna Rao one side as my good old friend, a senior teacher from government schools. Hello, welcome, Anna Rao. You're on mute and talking. You're on mute. Can you unmute, please?
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm okay now.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
One side, Mr. Anna Rao, one of my good old
Yeah.
class and good old friends, a teacher in government schools as an examiner joined, and the other, I'm very lucky, elated with joy, having Pranavi from our own classroom and from this laboratory who has come out, who has been doing wonderful job outside, and she also accepted very well to take up this examination model. Both of them are excellently related with me, and who has gone along with me in understanding the pain of the journey of communicating and then teaching communication or learning communication. So on the other hand, now we have slot 2, session 3. Mrs. Joshna is ready along with her team of students. And from slot 1, Mr. Raja is also ready
Yes,
with
sir.
his students. And to go so deep into this examination, I would like to bring the important background of the activity of this kind. We from Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology called for our capacity Team English on English Language Skills Laboratory. We have got a team that works and known for its good sacrifice in troubling students one side and then also troubling the examiners the other side now. In fact, our intention of doing this job is only to make the world understand that there is a role to play through communication. Especially, we at our engineering undergraduate program allow students in their first semester itself to get into this laboratory and making them understand what is the standard of communication skills all about as experience. And in 1-1, we allow them to just own the process. And to 1-2, we allow them to understand where are they actually behind the race. How are they behind in their race of communicating? And slowly, we also allow them to highlight the importance of the speech skill in that semester. Slowly, when they come to second year, next third semester, we allow them to enjoy understanding the employability skills and how this communication skill plays a role in employability. And finally, in this third year, in either 3-1 or 3-2, we allow them to understand English and its role for job-seeking environment. So the very course entitled English for Job Seekers is for that purpose. Now, any semester is stretched for 16 weeks, and in which Around first 8 to 10 weeks, we train them and we also guide them. We also allow them to learn what all the best that is required for the coursework. And finally, the last half, the second half, in fact, of any course, we allow them to exhibit their talents and we evaluate them internally. And finally, when it comes to an examination, end of the coursework, we conduct this kind of an examination. To be honest, conducting these kind of examinations in any other what you call scenario, we allow colleges to call one external examiner from academia, and then we allow the students to sit before him and then perform, go away, giving away marks and then winding up the session. Whereas in this model, we have a separate background story. Since these students are going to face tomorrow the challenge of job interview, we allow them to face the same kind of interview now here in this exam itself. Basically, in the job interview, the HR manager comes quite strange to meet these kids. And I say job seekers. So when the job seekers are ready, naturally they face the strange environment. The same is the case here also. Anna Rao is not known to our student friends. Pranavi, though she studied here, she was long back passed out of this institute of that particular batch, and she also not known to student friends. Similar is the environment even in the mainstream of job interview too. The HR manager who comes is now not known of anything. And similarly, these two examiners also have come down directly by not knowing to each other. This is one great point that has almost been given right idea or right hope for the students to really make use of the environment or exploit the use for its positive results. So this is one interesting idea behind of conducting this virtual mock interview session in order to make individuals ready for the real-time interview. And the second one is, it is the world today witnessing everything virtual. And everything is to one-on-one. Directly, there is a communication that is really being it is inside the whole FIR. So in order to make one develop their communication skill very well or test their communication skill very well, we are allowing students to take this examination virtual mode. So this is what the background altogether. And as part of this examination, we have typically made the examination into these three interesting halves. The first half an hour is about to introduce each other's and also to have the breakout rooms for conducting their personal round of interview. And the second is most crux, the whole crux of the FIR, that is one next hour, is dedicated for pure examination where students get ready to tell themselves about, and then followed by interview examiner, or both of them go hand in hand. Finally, examiner's remarks for last half an hour and to wrap up the session. So like this, we have got the opportunity for the examiners to give their expertise, and then on the other hand, examinees also to learn what is happening in the real-time world today in the name of job interview or higher education interview or any other life interesting FIR. So this is what the background, and we from Language Laboratory, we are popularly known as Team English and popularly known for our sacrifice. And then all the team of teachers since morning, we have been putting a lot of effort in supporting the student friends. I hope the examiners who have joined here, Anna Rao and Pranavi, both of them also will help us out in dealing with that interesting societal problem of driving these youngsters to take up the responsibility of attending themselves for the interviews confidently. So now the first half an hour is meant for understanding each other. Somehow I have introduced Anna Rao and then Pranavi within my own understanding. And now the slot 1, session 3, Raja sir and his students are going to introduce themselves, and slowly after that, slot 2, session 3, Joshna ma'am's classroom also introduces. After that, Anarao followed by Pranavi, or Pranavi followed by Anarao. This we can do. And over to Raja sir from slot 1, session 3.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. And I welcome Anara sir and Pranavi ma'am to this external examination of EJS course, English for Job Seekers. And thank you for coming and making time for us. And my name is Raja Narasimha, and I'm working here since June 2023. And I always feel a great pleasure to work under Harisa's guidance. And also here our student friends are ready to share their experiences. One is Mr. Sai, and another one is Ms. Rami. And over to them, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, ma'am. I am S. Sai Kumar. Currently, I am pursuing my third year in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I am very happy to share my experience in ELCL's lab. This was the lab which I was a part from last 4 semesters. And moreover, in that my experience is I gradually increased my communication skills. Not only the communication skill, the way, the manners, and my soft skills also improved. Especially from last 2 semesters, we have some employability skills. This was the most important skills which we have to learn in this BTech career. And I'm little bit confident that I'm very much well knowledge in the employability skills.
Sorry to pitch in, Sai. Can you try putting that fan off on your head, because it is too noisy. It is troubling. Or any other noise?
Yes, 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 sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
good. Sai, continue.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Ramya, and I'm currently pursuing my degree in electronics and communication. As you know, as the part of English for Job Seekers, I've learned so much in this lab. This is the lab where I came first and do my communication skills confidence, because I was just a little bit hesitant first, but when I saw why can't I do it, so I did it. So as for this program, English for Job Seekers, we have learned case study. I've gained so much experience from my senior, who gave me how to behave in the industry and everything. And resume, I've known about resume, but coming to resume, this is the first time I've ever heard of resume. I'm still learning. There are so many things and group discussions, all. So I think I'm quite ready to face the real world in the job seeking. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good.
So yes, sir. Last word from my side, sir. And thank you, Hari sir, for creating this wonderful platform for students to explore things and make them understand the process and everything, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's great hearing from Mr. Raja, quite young in nature, and then wise in his letter. He's very good into the books of the students. I know that Raja and Ramya and then the Sai, I have a lot to say about these two kids too. In fact, Ramya, I don't know why she could not put her smile today on the face. Maybe because of the stress of the examination. Basically, the technology and then the big screen, most of them are being shown on the screen. And it is not that easy for us to communicate so well. Still, I have got a lot of association with Miss Ramya in the classroom. Along with Ramya, I have got the center boy, the boy with the with the first team 1 leader. What's his name?
Balaji, sir.
Yeah, Balaji and others who have been very good in their course. Basically, the coursework is well designed to make everything understand by doing, as Sai says. We learn by doing. I well remember Sai was mentioning about his last 2 semesters experience, which has given him a lot of hands-on experience. Yeah, basically a practical laboratory is expected to have hands-on experience. When it comes to English language, it's not alone English language. English language is now synonymous with many other things. Maybe one is communication, the other is job skills or skill altogether. If you are very good at communicating with English language, you have everything in the name of skill. I don't know how much skill that you have, but you have a lot of confidence to display all the skill. So you experienced all that, and thanks for your inputs. And I know you both are the representative of the whole set of students who are sitting behind you. I know it is not that easy for everybody to introduce, but when it comes to the real-time examination, either with Pranavi ma'am or with Anurag sir, you can directly talk to. And this is quite interesting from slot 1. And now let's get into slot 2, Joshna ma'am's room.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. It's a pleasure to introduce myself to you. I'm Jyotsna, working as an assistant professor of English at Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. It's been 3 months I've joined in this institution, and it's a wonderful journey with Hari sir and all the team English. And we follow 3 C's in our laboratory: compete, communicate, and we collaborate. And we make students to follow these 3 C's. It helps students a lot for their future, for their career, and they compete with each other. They collaborate with each other. We work as a team. We make students to work as a team to understand the teamwork, the real value of teamwork, and they collaborate, they compete, and they communicate with each other. And this makes their path in a correct way. I feel these 3 C's help them a lot in their future. So now here we have 2 students. One is Rajat and the other one is Lakshmi. Now Rajat is going to share his experiences with us. Over to Rajat.
Good afternoon to one and all. I'm EJS from third year ECE. I'm pursuing my BTech degree in English of Engineering Technology. Firstly, I like to share my opinion and my experience on English laboratory which was provided in our college. They were providing the English laboratory from the first year to fourth year. Between the period of to fourth year, the student can able to learn and he can able to understand which activity or which period he was lagging to. So he can able to understand that one and he can improve that skill which was improved and which one able to get a secure job for him. And our faculty are providing different type of activities such like group discussions and PPT. The group discussion plays a major role in the activities because most of the students was feeling nervous to share their own ideas right in our society. So by providing the group activities, so the student can able to express his own ideas. So it plays a major role. And the PPT, by showing a picture, we have to express our idea and what we can understand. So by the PPT, we can improve our logical skills and different type of skills, right? So and for giving me this opportunity, I sincerely thank to our whole department and a humble thanks to our Harbo.
So over to Lakshmi sir. She's ready.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Lakshmi from ECE third year C section. First, I'm pretty much happy to share my views about the EJS lab. So, in the beginning, when I joined this college, my opinion about myself is somewhat very different. I don't know whether I can crack a good job or not, but seriously, I'm here. I'm very much sure that I can really crack a good job being a good employee. As Jyotsna ma'am mentioned just before now, the main theme of an ELCS lab is to make the students to compete, communicate, and collaborate to the best of their potential. So through the part of this ELCS lab, so we have performed various activities like group discussion. Where group discussion is nothing but, as we all know, discussing with a group of pairs. So through that group discussion, I basically learned that the few skills which are very relevant to being a good employee, and also have performed the PPT. PPT is nothing but it really improved creativity skills, which is majorly important for a being best employee. And I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the whole team of English for their determination and the zeal they really owe with it. And finally, I would like to conclude my sincere thanks to the backbone of our ELCS lab, which is none other than Hari sir, for being the best and our constant support every time. Thank you, sir.
So that is what from our end, sir.
That's great introduction. In fact, both Lakshmi, Rajit, and then Joshna ma'am, all of them have together really shown a right impact on how ready that you are for the real-time examination. That is in terms of EJS, English for Job Seekers. Really, English is a need for everyone. That was what long back said, but now, in 21st century, English is now interrelated with the creativity, with the critical thinking, with the communication, and also overall, it is a kind of a personality changer, game changer, in fact, if I wanted to say. You have done a wonderful job, and I see just beside Lakshmi, the other boy who is looking at me, very good at technology, and I know that he is going to even communicate very well. What's his name? I have Miss Lakshmi just beside him, beside her. What's his name?
Sandeep, sir.
Yeah. Sandeep is very good at his hackathons and other stuff. And I have seen Sandeep who brings out a lot of change through communication, because communication is synonymous with confidence. So with this, I would love to bring out Ma'am Pranavi, in fact, who has done a lot here in the same laboratory with a wonderful spirit of making the world understand what she is. I well remember when I see Pranavi, I always have something in my mind when she has deliberately presented her beautiful talk at Women Parliament in Vijayawada by then, where most of the women agents that have come across globe, people who have joined over there, appreciated the spirit of Miss Pranavi. And in fact, she is a right personality who, from the beginning of her studies in the first semester until last year, having a brother who studied in the same department, ECE department, and she studied in CSE department, I believe. And she did all the best, and now she's working for for an industry. And the very idea of bringing people in as examiners is only to see that there is a correct semblance from academia to industry. And Pranavi, who has accepted with a wholeful satisfaction in spending her 1.5 hours time here to help her alma mater. This is quite interesting. I request Pranavi to introduce herself.
Thank you so much, sir. So I'm totally aware how English Lab can be helpful for anybody, and I'm one of the good example of it. I used it completely, and I'm so happy that I'm a student of Hari sir previously, and I got this opportunity to discuss with everybody here. So I'm working as a test automation lead in Qualitest India from the past 5 years. So I hope my experience would be a great asset to you all, and you'll be learning more from me today, and it will be helping you in shaping your employability skills. I know it is very good opportunity, because I hope you're already using it wonderfully in the guidance of Hari sir, and everybody are more focused and ready for your interviews. And this will be a very good opportunity to be like a trial version of your original interview, and it will be helping you in shaping your future. Thank you.
It's great hearing from Pranavi. Pranavi has changed a lot. In fact, she was in academia for some time, and now she's into industry. She's like industry, straightforward, putting everything openly. And this is definitely a sweet experience for them, Pranavi, because they are also aspiring to be engineers shortly, like you. Qualitest is also one of the best companies which is visiting for the past 5 years continuously to our college in taking up their human resources. This is quite interesting, and I would also love to have you until the end of the exam. I'll also join your remarks session. Kindly write remarks for the students what are needed for the industry today. All right?
Yeah, thank you.
And now it's my time to recall my learning buddy. In fact, we both shared the same bench in the classroom. And in fact, he is quite younger to me still. We both have studied together. Generally, in those days, MAs, MPhils, PhDs are done only after the life satiation. Okay, I have got a lot of satisfaction. Then I started studying MA. And by then we had Rao with me in the classroom. We both had different kinds of experiences while studying literature, while writing exams in literature, and understanding English language teaching. And we sailed in the same boat. Of course, the boat did not sink anywhere. The boat has no very well by both of us, and we did all the best in the case. So, Anurag,
Yeah.
later
Anna.
after Anurag, who has finished his MA, he has joined directly the government service as a teacher. For the past
Yeah.
25 years, 23 years, he has been putting wonderful effort in bringing out the change in the young students. Even today, he comes up with his own classroom material. He is one of the right resource persons for teachers' development, and he has put in good effort in dealing with the problems of English language teachers across Andhra Pradesh as a teacher. So such an interesting teacher is accepting to act as an examiner with us today. We'll be very happy Anna Rao is on board, and I request Anna to give away your introduction.
Okay. I'm okay. Right. Anna, it gives me immense pleasure. It gives me immense pleasure to speak to you all. On the outset, my special thanks to my Hari Anna. I call him Anna. And as he has already said, we have shared a lot of things, wonderful things that made us what we are today. Haryana is not only a teacher, is a good guide for us all. Really, I owed a lot to him, and especially he has given me this wonderful opportunity. Frankly admitting, this is the first of its kind to me. I have never been to this kind of platforms. Frankly admitting, as a matter of fact, I really don't know what to talk of. They haven't given me any kind of idea over it. But as a teacher of English, I'm sure that I can do my best with regard to communication. Really, okay, let me introduce myself as he already said. My name is Annaro, and I'm a teacher of English in a government school. I've been working for the government school for the last 20 years. Happy to inform you that I stood as when through 2003 DSC, I stood as the topper of the state. Of course, that also should be mentioned. And with regard to my work scenario, I'm quite interested in students of high school. High school level is the most important stage for any learner. At that stage, everybody gets exposed to language. Earlier to that elementary school, people don't get access to it. But once the children come to high school, they get exposed to more language. So I think we have given them the best. Still, we are learning. And on this platform, I heartfully confess that I can learn many more things from this platform, apart from giving suggestions to the children of your BTech, or apart from that one. So I hope I will make my part fruitful today with the assistance of my Anna. I call him Ariana. See, outside this digital platform now, in Kartika Masam, everybody is hearing Hari, 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 Hari. Here also, in this platform also, everybody is saying Hari sir, Hari sir, Hari sir. So Kartika Masam has become fruitful with the word Hari. Thank you, Anna.
That's great to hear from Mr. Anurag, and who is down to earth and who has put in wise effort. In fact, why he has been the best of that examination. You know, that's a very toughest examination, especially District Service Commission is something like a biggest competitive examination those days.
Yes, sir, really.
He was also on top of the whole stage. That is not easy cakewalk for everybody, and he has proved it. So anyway, the story behind of inviting the examiners is only to see that the students face the strangeness. You know, until yesterday, Anarav is not known, Pranav is not known. Same is the case even in the stream of interview also. In interview, what happens? All of a sudden, a HR manager comes and speaks out directly, and he questions and he also addresses. Like this, he also comes up in the very first half an hour in giving away what the job description all about, how the job is helpful for him also exactly, and what kind of human resources that are wanted for a company, all that he shares. The same is the case now even in our examination. Just to make a mock of the job interview, we have come out with this. And thanks for your time, both Pranavi and Anurag, who have accepted just like that by just one little WhatsApp message that you have registered for the examiner's
My
ship.
pleasure. My pleasure.
We'll be very happy to have you on the
Okay.
board. And now
Sure.
I would like
Okay.
I would like to show once again the typical work plan of the exam. The work plan is we have completed by having 1 minute extra, that is 1:31 now, in joining the main room, introduction of examiners, introducing the folder of resumes. Of course, the resumes folder was already introduced by the support examiner, and the students who come face your exam, they'll share their resume directly before you, and based on that resume also you can ask questions. And with another 2 minutes, we'll assign you a breakout room. After that, the real crux of the exam begins. That is for 1 hour stretch, where 36 candidates will sit one by one with you, and where they have to tell me about themselves, and then you also can interview them, and it will be definitely a long-lasting experience as a mock interview for them. And finally, the last half an hour, I request both the examiners to keep an eye on the time that you are consuming. Just 1 hour, you can finish it off, and then last half an hour, please reserve it for your remarks, and then give the best of you, and what all that you feel like, okay, saying it openly for the student friends, you do that, not a problem. And in fact, this is not just only an examination, it should be like an important game changer for them. They have a light naturally when one who is studying in his undergrad or postgrad, they'll have only one thing in their mind. Okay, if I clear and I get the credits transferred, my course is ended up. But at the end of the day, when they really wanted this course to be presented somewhere, their grades may not actually suit. So for that, I request both of you as experienced examiners, kindly give your remarks openly. And I also hope support examiners throughout the session will be supporting you at any point in time. Since we are meeting technically or virtually, naturally tech hiccups will be there. We'll be handling all of them. Kindly have your patience, and let's go together and grow together. Now, I request session 3, slot 1, support examiner Raja sir.
Yes, sir.
Who is that you wanted? Which examiner is?
Anurag sir. Anurag sir.
Anurag sir, I am assigning you into slot 3, sorry, session 3, slot 1. I assigned you, sir. Raja sir, you also can go there, and you have the recording option over there, right?
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Pranavi is into session 3, slot 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Doshna, I think you have got the opportunity to record the local.
Yes, sir. I've started recording at the beginning of the session, sir.
Yes, yes. You can join the breakout room and see that Pranavi also joins there. Pranavi, are you able to join, or you want some help?
Yeah, I got a request for session 3, slot 1, actually, but is it?
Click on it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.